3, 2, 1. What's good, Council of Comics? We're doing the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Let's go.
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro.
So I would say I was excited for this, but part of me went, I hope this doesn't turn into another Star Wars holiday special.
Considering that was his inspiration.
Well, right, and it could have gone bad quickly.
Well, the music, right? Because you have like B. Arthur sing in the Star Wars special, so you have Kevin Bacon sing in this one. It was perfect.
Which was great.
It was perfect.
I was happy to have Kevin Bacon
he's
sing.
A singer.
The opening song was great by that.
The opening song with like all the distorted views on Christmas was great.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. So this Guardians of the Galaxy special is focused on Mantis and Drax. Well, more of Mantis wants to make Christmas special for Peter Quill,
who's still mourning Gamora.
And she gives a little hint in the beginning. Well, not a hint, but she reveals in the beginning that she's his sister.
Obviously, because from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, she's obviously flying around with her dad, even though it was never said. Right? So therefore, half-sister.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So her and Drax come up with the bright idea of let's get him Kevin Bacon, the legendary Kevin Bacon.
Who they think is a hero.
Well, because Peter Quill has only told stories about Footloose and how he saved he saved the town by dancing.
Yeah.
In which case, Peter Quill saved the whole universe by dancing.
Right.
Yes.
Right? He tried to dance off, right? And that saved the universe. The galaxy. Save the galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Do you think that Kevin Bacon was their first choice, or who's the one that they...
No, I think, I think it was. I think it was his first.
I think it was the. I think they were like, I can't wait to call him.
Well, I'm sure, because I'm sure he was game once they called him. But I'm just wondering if they're like,
no.
If he says no, what's our next choice?
Oh, that would have been sad.
You know what I mean?
Like if he was really talk about from like that era. You know what I mean?
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Yep. Knight Rider.
Who else was there? There's another.
That could have been one of them.
Yeah.
But honestly,
and Hasselhoff sings too.
Yes.
Sorry, the other one. Yeah. Either one of them could have probably.
Yeah, but no. I would have been at Kevin Bacon's house begging him. You know.
One of the things that slightly took me out of it, though, when they get to Earth, is all these people are freaking out. As they're walking down the street. Maybe I believe a little bit of that because you don't see a lot of aliens. But when they're flying in on the ship. Thanos just almost destroyed the world.
Yeah.
Nope.
And they got Asgardians living over there.
I want you. What? No. They are freaking out because they have been invaded. They are freaking out because a sign of a freaking spaceship is fucking terrifying. It was terrifying before when you didn't know it was there, and it's more terrifying when you know it is there. It exists. This guy wiped out half of life on the planet. Who knows who else is out there? Yes, I think they're more afraid to see an alien ship.
But it's Christmas.
Doesn't matter.
So
I feel like you could take the people scared on the ground one way or another, but I think it still makes plenty of sense to be scared when you know the threat is real. You've experienced it. Your whole reality, your whole concept of life, death, and the universe has been shattered because of this monumental thing that took place and the 5-year blip.
Right. So Mantis and Drax get this idea after Kraglin tells them that Peter Quill tried to show Yondu what Christmas was about.
Which was done in animation style.
Yeah, it was done Star Wars holiday special.
The one thing is, I don't think that was Rooker's voice.
It is
Rooker's
voice.
Absolutely. That was
Yes.
his voice. Yeah, that was his voice.
That was fun.
And he ends up like destroying. He's like, I hate Christmas, kind of like a Grinch thing.
We don't take charity. Yeah, it's his weakness to take gifts. And
So they get the idea. Let's make it special for Peter Quill. They go down to Earth, like they say, walking around. They go to the
the Chinese theater.
Yeah, they're taking pictures.
The GoBot scene was crazy.
Well, that was
like GoBots killed his cousin. I'm sorry.
I was like, are GoBots part of the MCU?
They literally exist, right? They exist. They exist, and they're aliens, and they killed Drax's cousin.
Well, don't they say something about the DCU or something like that in it too?
Yeah, it was like I can be Batman or Bruce Wayne, and they're like, ooh.
I was like,
Who's
whoa,
Bruce
whoa,
Wayne?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was super meta right there. But the GoBots thing killed me. I was like, are GoBots part of the MCU now? I need to look this up. Who holds the rights to GoBots?
That was pretty funny.
I need to know. So eventually, after fun antics and all that.
Well, they make a boatload of money taking pictures, not realizing that they're getting money. People are just walking up to and taking pictures, and just handing money and walking away.
And they go to a club.
Yeah.
They think Kevin Bacon's gonna be in the club.
Right, they're just looking for anyone who may know Kevin Bacon.
Well, no, they
and then there happens to be a bar there, and they know what a bar is, so they can start ordering drinks.
Libations. He says, "Give us the best libations that you have."
What were they drinking? I forgot. It was something funny too.
I don't think they mentioned the drink that they had.
No, and then the initial drink they mentioned, I don't know. I lost track of that, but it was funny.
Yeah. So they get drunk. Whatever. I don't think they really got drunk.
No, they got very drunk. They were smashed.
Blowing like more or less fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they still haven't found him. They're on the stoop, and this lady basically
has
a map to the stars, and we're like, of course, map to the stars. And Mantis touches her hand and just says, "Give me all your money. Give me the map."
Well, they ran out of money, so she couldn't pay for it.
Yeah.
So give it to me for free.
That wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
I think they make a comment about that, right?
Of what?
Like she did a couple things that weren't very nice.
Yeah, a couple
That
things
was
I
nice
didn't
and naughty.
appreciate.
Not as bad as what Drax did. He picked up the police car and tossed it.
Oh,
He
yeah,
killed those
yeah,
people.
yeah.
And she's like, "Don't just kill people, Drax."
And the best is the look on the two cops' faces.
When she's like, "I'm so sorry. Here, take this candy cane."
Right.
It's not a man, right? That is not a man.
So they find Kevin Bacon's house.
Yeah.
And they go to the monitor thing, and they're like, "We're here for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're here for the legendary."
And he's just taking it as funny, like, "All right, guys, no, whatever, blah blah blah."
But he does tell him to go away.
He does tell him to go away.
Do you think he could throw me over this gate?
Yeah, they hop over the fence.
He tosses her over the fence, and then he leaps over.
Yeah.
And they basically break into Kevin Bacon's house.
Can we pause for a second?
Well, Drax
so they jump the gate, and he lives in a gated community. That's fine. Why is his front yard decorated when you cannot see it from the road because there's a big opaque gate? Why would you decorate there?
Because you do it for your own entertainment.
Yeah, but you're never going to see it. You're inside the house.
No, he had glass windows all over the house. They're very beautiful.
These are the things we debate here.
Right.
And also, listen, I'm sorry.
It leads to them grabbing stuff. It's fine, but it's not.
No,
it
does. But
Jack sees the little elf, and he's like, "Oh, I love the little funny
green man."
Green man. She grabs a candy cane.
Right.
She likes. It's weird, funny stuff.
Have you seen that rich guy's house off the Taconic with the freaking lion statues and the Christmas decorations?
Oh.
I'm like, I just want to remind you that there are like rich people like love to put on a show, even if it's behind their big gated wall with their lions and giant, giant trees to block views from the public.
They can do what they want.
They can do what they want. We can all do what they want. I'm just saying, like that didn't take me out of it. Not 1 second. I was like, I see this all the time.
That's fine. They find what?
I don't know if Kevin Bacon would have those cheap lawn ornaments. I don't know about that.
Those things are. Well, no. The what's his name was a little cheap. But the other stuff was nice.
He should have had one of those.
Yeah.
It's like they were filming in the summertime. They're like,
wobbly.
Shit, we need Christmas ornaments. Go to the party store and get something.
This is all they had.
I'm sorry to jump backwards, but it just occurred to me. At the beginning of the special, the Guardians mentioned how they have purchased Nowhere from the Collector.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
They're trying to
which will play big probably in
their
G3.
next movie.
They'll probably blow it up. That's how they probably.
No, there's all these innocent people there. I don't want them blowing it up.
So they actually chase him down, which leads to the scene where Drax is just throwing police cars and they almost kill somebody. But they get Kevin Bacon, and Mantis touches him to get him to come with them.
Yeah.
She's like, "You love this idea." I suddenly do.
Yeah. And so they're in the ship going over there, and he's just like
telling them stories.
Yeah, he's happy to be with them. And then they find out he's an actor.
And they hate actors.
And they hate actors.
Because the most
she's like, "You're an actor."
It's disgusting. That's what Drax calls him. Disgusting, right?
It's disgusting.
And then Nebula at the end too.
Yeah.
At least we know you're not all pieces of shit.
Yeah, right. That was so great. And then
from one actor to another.
No, and Cosmo, you are the best actor ever, Kevin Bacon.
This is pretty good.
I love Cosmo.
They wheel out Kevin Bacon to Peter Quill. After like they
Groot
put on the lights, the Christmas stuff,
Mhm.
and they had the snow going.
They
I was
made
like,
snow.
this is pretty sweet.
That was great.
That was pretty sweet.
And they stole also because I was sitting there, watching with other people, and they were like, "Where did you get the lights from?" They stole them from the. Remember? He
Oh,
was
the
like,
ship.
"Let's go to
Yeah,
the
Well,
store."
yes, right.
Yeah, the
They
whole
went
ship
to
is
the
filled.
store and
full
they
of
stole
stuff.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
They
the
had
whole
Kevin
ship is
Bacon
filled
help
with
them
stuff.
steal a bunch of Christmas lights.
Unless Kevin Bacon paid for
He
all
probably
of it.
did.
He
Because
probably
that's-
did.
is that what I forget? There's like a line in there where they're like, "We're gonna go across the street to the Christmas store."
And he's like,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Also, a hypnotized or brainwashed Kevin Bacon would be like, "Oh no, these are the things you need for Christmas." So
Right.
it would be
It's
perfect.
all on me.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. So they get there, they roll him out in a box that's airtight, and he's like, "Somebody just open this box."
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
can't
gonna
breathe.
die." And Peter Quill's like, "What's
going on? Yeah.
And he sees that they kidnapped Kevin Bacon.
What did
human
you
trafficking.
do?
Yeah,
That's
human
right.
trafficking.
He's like, "This is not a gift. This is human trafficking."
And they undo the spell on Kevin Bacon.
And then he freaks out.
He freaks out, starts running, and they send Nebula after him.
Who's ready to shoot him if she has to.
Yes.
But they end up getting him back.
And he says,
Kraglin's about to take him back home. Peter Quill's like, "I'm sorry, they're gonna send you back home." Blah blah blah. And Kraglin kind of explains to him why he's so special to Peter and stuff. Kevin Bacon gets a change of heart, and his wife calls. He's like, "Oh, honey, is it alright if I'm a
They
little late?"
And they even explain how because he goes, "Why do I have self-service in
I-
space?"
I- that was another
yeah.
one of those. I was like, wait a minute, and then they explain it right away. I'm like, all right,
Like some
I'll let it go.
satellites
I'll let
and
it go.
And he decides to stay, and he does a song for Peter Quill and for everybody about Christmas, which is pretty good. I thought the two songs, the one
I
at the
thought the first,
beginning
I thought the one at the
and
beginning
the one
was
at the
better.
end was really good. And then they take him back home, and then we get the real story
Yes,
of what happened, because Kraglin didn't get the whole story.
so good.
I
I would venture that that's a better father-son moment than the end
Yeah.
of Guardians 2.
So when Kraglin when Yondu goes to the garbage pile, he sees the gift that's for him, and when he opens it up, it's a little miniature,
Troll.
and he loves
Yeah.
those little miniature trolls.
Yeah.
So he gets the Christmas spirit, and he gives Peter Quill. He leaves a little things like for Peter, and ends up Yondu gives him the two pistols.
His element guns.
His element guns.
Which,
Yeah.
in a flashback in Guardians 2 that Peter is having, you see him teaching him how to use the guns.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah,
like it just hit me.
Connects
Because
very well. And Mantis reveals to Peter that she's his sister.
which is the greatest gift
Yeah,
of
and
all.
now he says that's the greatest gift ever.
Yes.
And that ended pretty sweet. And that was
and we get to see early 20s Groot. He was a teenager the last time we
the
saw him.
Groot was
He's
that
kind-
a guy in a Groot costume?
Hey,
No,
very
that
much
was
looked like
that
it.
was Groot.
I saw some CGI, but for a lot of it looked like
A
something
guy
from
in
the
a-
theme park.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, don't tell me
Well,
this.
he's not fully grown yet.
But he looked
muscly.
He
I will
looked
give you
muscly,
that.
like it was like a bodysuit or
Yeah,
something like that.
A guy in a
But there were
fabric-y-
scenes of CGI, but then I look at him like he's moving too.
It was just a
too
guy in a suit
lifelike,
who
you
they
know what I
put
mean?
in a-
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
guy in a suit with some CGI.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, I was fine with because this is the all-new, all-different Groot, son of Groot.
Now, did Bradley Cooper not want to do this one?
He was
Because-
in it.
He's in it.
Because but there's very little of him.
No, but
Yeah.
there's very little of Nebula, and she had to get in full makeup for this shit.
Which
Yeah,
which
that's
leaves a
true.
good little thing when they're giving each other presents.
Yes.
Nebula gives Rocket his present, and it's Bucky's arm.
Yes.
From
Yeah,
Infinity
right,
War.
yes.
From Infinity
Circa
War.
Infinity War.
You got me his arm.
I'm gonna need that guy's.
Yeah. So and that was pretty.
Yo,
cool.
Cosmo goes to
The gifts,
Kraglin.
the other gifts that they all open, where you see the different scenes were pretty.
Yeah,
just
the
scenes
Cosmo
from
giving
the
Kraglin
show.
that dead space rat and put a little bow on it.
Yes.
I was just like, and Kraglin's like disgusted. It's like, okay, good, good dog,
dog.
good dog. I was like, aw.
Well, I give this.
Give it a 9. It's
give it a-
rewatchable. I watch it. I watch
give
it.
it
every night. It's not on the
I give it
rotation
an-
for Christmas.
I give it an 8.5 for the reason that it's not that long.
That's Christmas. I give it a 10
not
for
that
a
long.
Christmas story. I
think
thought
it's-
I thought that
Like, I'll watch
was
it again. Like,
better.
would you watch this
Yes.
next Christmas?
Yeah.
I think this one was
That's what I'm
better than
saying.
Guardians 2.
You think this is
I
better than
thought
Guardians?
that
I
this
don't know.
little-
That's a stretch.
This
right
little quick thing was.
And if this is an indication of what Disney Plus is doing with their, you know,
With the
their
specials.
specials,
Yeah, because
keep doing those.
Werewolf by
Night
Night
was
excellent.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
And this
what-
was
great.
excellent.
Yeah.
keep doing them.
And
Just do
remember,
those.
they only have Loki, Secret Invasion, and Ironheart as series coming out.
Yep.
Because Armor Wars
they
is a
cut-
movie.
They changed that to a movie, and I think they're transforming, like you said, to doing more specials and one shots.
Yeah.
All right, Council. That's the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Have you seen it? Do you want to see it now? What do you think of it?
8.5.
You know what I mean?
Black
All right. I give it a 9. I'm moving up to
I
a
also
9.
give it a 9 since no one asked me.
Oh.
Because I sat on the wrong side of the table and no one asked me. So thank
Cliff
you.
Nobody asked
gives
you
it a
about the
9.
Black Panther review, so.
Cliff gives it a 9.
I'm definitely not the older statesman here. That one I win. I'm like I'm so young. Actually no, you're the youngest because you're born a few days after me.
I am.
You're born in January. I'm January 1st.
All right, I'll be the baby. That's
He's
okay.
the baby.
That's all right.
Kid. Oh, Joey's the baby when he's here though.
Yeah, Joey's the baby.
I know.
He's not
Yeah,
here, though.
thanks. You can point it out.
All right, let us know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out all our other reviews and series reviews and all that other stuff down in our video section. All right? So for the Council of Comics, to you guys out there, have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
It's a little too soon for that, isn't it?
They're
What are
going to
you
watch
talking
this
about?
during
It's
Christmas.
December.
They're
You're
going to
gonna
watch
make-
this.
But if they rewatch this a
Yes,
couple times
it's
over the next
rewatchability.
Toys for
Cliff.
Tots on the 10th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toys for Tots on
We're,
the
we're
10th.
reviewing a Christmas special,
Yes.
really. It's called a special whatever.
I'm doing
It's
two
not-
craft
Don't
shows
be
on
the
the 3rd and
Grinch
4th.
here, okay? All right. See you guys later. Peace.
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845.